Before this video starts, I'd like to thank everybody for over 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I never thought on YouTube that I was able to get over 1,000 subscribers. But guess what? This is the beginning of something hopefully good, and I will produce nothing but great football content for you guys in the future. And hopefully you guys will rock with me and show support. I like the engagement in the comments. I like all the likes under the videos. It really encourages me to make more content. With that being said, hopefully you like this video and we'll keep the ball moving. Enjoy.
Should the Bucs be encouraged or discouraged by what they saw from Tom Brady?
I don't know what they should be. They should think they got Jameis Winston because everybody told me the reason why they moved on from Jameis was because he turned it over entirely too much. And Tom Brady would take care of the football. Something that he never got from Bill Belichick. At least publicly, BA is a different animal. We're going to see because we know this is one thing we do know about Tom Brady. He got onion skin. It's thin. It's thin. And BA has no problem calling his butt out. Thin skin.
What did he endure for 19 years from Bill Belichick?
Thin. That's why he went upstairs. He went upstairs to Mr. Kraft and told Mr. Kraft, Coach Belichick tried to trade.
You know, when I look up online, they say that Shannon Sharpe is in his early 50s. But he's sitting up here acting like a 5-year-old. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace the Miles and Yak. And we just going to give him a baby bottle so he can sit up here and act his age.
Old noodle arm over there.
Old noodle arm.
Old noodle arm over there.
That noodle arm quarterback went through a 2-month stretch of throwing 18 touchdowns and 2 INTs. But Shannon's not going to bring that up because what he's going to say is that, you know, he didn't play the teams that were really good, which I'll bring up later.
And I want to send a message to you, the leader of all the Brady haters out there. You better enjoy it while it lasts. You better just spew all the hate you can because you're not going to get to spew much more the rest of the year.
Okay.
It's going to end now.
Performance last night.
Skip, I came in here this morning with every expectation of giving him an A. But then I started looking at it, and I went down and I looked at it, and Jenny read the stat, and I saw that they were 3 for 10 on third down. So I bumped him down to a B. But it's not very many guys can throw for over 300 yards, 1 touchdown, not turn the football over, and we say, well, damn, he had a bad game. The throws that he's able to make, Skip, the way he's able to get out of harm's way, and you know we got a few of those throws. There's not a whole lot of guys in the history of the game that's been able to contort his body, change his arm angles, moving left to right, and throw the ball as well as this kid can, Skip. You know that you...
You know, that might be all well and good, Shannon. But against the 21st ranked total defense in the NFL, I'm not really too impressed. Hey, everybody. You want to hear a shitload of excuses for this guy? Let's begin.
People don't understand, Skip. It's a lot harder when you're an explosive offense to score in the red zone because you run out of room. Tyreek, what are you going to do? Catch a ball in the 14th row?
Yeah.
So the field gets condensed, and so you have to be precise.
I need somebody across the table for me to explain to me how the greatest thrower of the football ever, says you,
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes, against a defense coming into this game, Denver's defense that ranked 24th in points allowed. How did you have to scratch and claw to get all the way up to 22 points?
Because, Skip, you look at the month. they like, okay, they had to go division opponent, and Las Vegas Raiders came down. Now you go on the road and you go to Tampa. Okay, you get Broncos sandwiched in there. You're like, oh, we got these guys. Even though it's a division opponent, we got these guys. And now they're back on the road again. Where, Skip? Miami and New Orleans. So clearly, they were like, oh, man.
Looking ahead.
You know what? Also, here's also a thing. Is that sometimes when you get these historically great quarterbacks, you forget that you can run the football.
So this transcendent thrower of the football, greatest thrower of the football ever, this year went 3 for 18 on third down against the Denver Broncos, ranked 24th in points allowed. Is that good?
No, it's not.
That's kind of scary bad to me, right?
But did you win the game?
Oh, Shannon, are you finished reading Patrick Mahomes a bedtime story? You finished? All right, let's move on to Brady. I hope he gives Brady a bedtime story too.
But please do give me an objective letter grade for Tom Brady.
Objective.
I gave him a C.
A C?
A C, Skip. Skip, the Broncos are bad. Go, Skip, they had, at the start of the season, they had the youngest defense in the NFL at 25 years of age. They could lose both of their starting corners, so now they're starting 2 rookies. No Von Miller, so they generate no pass rush. They can get no coverage on the back end. And, I mean, did I leave this game and say, man, Tom looked really good? Yeah, I didn't leave this game thinking that, Skip. Second half, he only scored 3 points on a short drive, on a short field goal, 6 total first downs in the second half. So, Skip, look, they won the game, but I don't think anybody thought they were not going to win the ball game. Skip, you know what? If they'd had Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, they'd had Talib and Chris Harris Jr., yeah, I would be, and they had Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas and all those guys on the other side, and he does that, I would have gave him an A.
Hello? Hey, retirement home. Listen, I need a favor. Can you please get Peyton Manning, Aqib Talib, Demaryius Thomas, and DeMarcus Ware out of retirement? And while you at it, can you please tell Von Miller to get healthy, because we need all of them to get back on the field and beat Tom Brady when he gets to Mile High Stadium. Please, thank you. Just to put the nail in the coffin here, I'm going to give you side-by-side stats from Pat Mahomes' performance versus the Broncos to Brady's performance versus the Broncos. And I want you to tell me who had the better performance out the two.
But I'm not going to get carried away with 40 touchdown passes, because 30 came against non-playoff teams. Tom Brady went 1-5 against teams that are in the playoffs. He threw 10 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. He was 30-3 against non-playoff teams.
So let's sit up here and use this argument for Shannon Sharpe's favorite quarterbacks in the NFL in today's game. So Aaron Rodgers was league MVP last season, right? He threw 48 total touchdown passes, but guess what? 18 of those touchdowns came against playoff teams, right? Patrick Mahomes, another one of Shannon Sharpe's guys, threw a total of 38 touchdown passes, but guess what? He only threw 12 touchdown passes against the playoff teams. Let's go back to a Hall of Fame quarterback that played on Shannon Sharpe's team, the Broncos, and Peyton Manning, who had his best year in 2013. He threw 55 touchdown passes, but guess what? 21 touchdown passes came against playoff teams. So you see how this argument is so weak and it doesn't make any sense? Because I don't give a damn what quarterback you are. You always have the teams who have the advantage of you having bigger stats against other teams. Every quarterback, every player knows that. Running backs, like Derrick Henry, he could sit up here and run against the Texans and the Jaguars all day if he wanted to. You know why? Because they ain't no good. But guess what? They're still professional football teams. It's not like in college football where you can sit up here and 3 games out the schedule, cherry pick who you want to play. That doesn't work like that in the National Football League. You can't help who you play in the NFL. Plain and simple. Just some quick context. James Harrison is a guest appearance on this segment, and they're talking about Tom Brady as a good teammate, because James Harrison spent a month and a half with the Patriots towards the end of the 2017 season, and he was given an insight of what Tom is like inside and outside of the locker room.
Shannon,
Can't get
you
enough.
can't listen. Believe me, I was a guy I wanted to hate this dude like with a passion. I get there and I'm like, dude, he the ultimate teammate. And you know how you watch? I'm like, yeah, he just putting on a show. And I'm like, dude, the practice squad dude, he's treating like he's
So
been there
refreshing
10,
to hear.
12, 15 years.
So would
The
you
rookie.
say,
I'm like, oh my
is
God.
Tom Brady the truth? I think he's the truth.
Hey man, he the truth. I'm not gonna lie, he the truth.
Now, James Harrison tried to save Shannon from himself, but of course, Shannon don't listen.
How
And
many
he the
gifts he gave you?
Ultimate.
How much he
team.
paid you to
He
say
ain't
that?
paid me nothing. Believe me, listen. I told him in the locker. I told him like he's getting taped, right? He's sitting on the thing. He's getting taped, and I was like, I wanted to hate you when I got here.
And I met him a couple of times off the field. He's really a great guy. I'm tired of all this winning. I'm tired of all this winning. I'm tired of all this winning.
You're tired of all this winning, huh? Well, you should be tired of the Chiefs then, because the Chiefs have won the most games in the NFL since 2015 in the regular season. Nobody else comes close to the Kansas City Chiefs, not even the Patriots, since 2015 in regular season wins. Anyway, I'm out. This Brady hate is too much for my head.
It's the first burst of honesty.
Tired
He
of
was
it.
Tired of
It
it.
took you that long to get
I'm
that
tired
out.
of it.
Oh, man. Oh! Wow. Wow. They got it.